Ren's footsteps echoed through the empty subway station as the last train of the night pulled away. She'd missed it by seconds, watching helplessly as the taillights disappeared into the tunnel. Now she faced a 3-hour wait for the next one at 3 a.m. in an unfamiliar part of the city, with a dying phone battery showing 2%. Perfect, she muttered, slumping onto a bench. Her presentation folder, containing 3 weeks of work for tomorrow's career-defining pitch, felt heavy in her lap. The folder she'd nearly forgotten at the office, forcing her to double back, which was why she'd missed the train in the first place. What would Grandma say? She whispered to herself. Grandma Wei had survived war, displacement, and poverty with an inexplicable optimism that Ren had always admired but never fully understood. When life gives you darkness, she'd say, become your own light. Ren's phone died with a sad little beep, plunging her into deeper isolation. She laughed, actually laughed at the absurdity of her situation. All right, Grandma, she said to the empty station. Let's see if I can make my own light. She opened her presentation folder and began to review her work without distractions. She found errors she'd missed before. A calculation error on page 7, an awkward transition on page 12. She dug a pen from her bag and began making corrections. An hour passed. The station remained empty, except for a janitor who nodded politely as he swept past. Ren's initial panic had transformed into focus. Her presentation was actually improving. She'd been so rushed these past weeks that she hadn't taken proper time to review it. This forced pause was exactly what she needed. A soft melody drifted through the station. The janitor had begun humming as he worked. The simple tune reminded Ren of songs her grandmother used to sing. On impulse, she called out to him. That's a beautiful melody. The janitor, an older man with kind eyes, seemed surprised. My mother's lullaby, he explained. From Vietnam. My grandmother was from Vietnam, Ren said. Northern province? His face brightened. Yes, Hanoi originally. For the next half hour, they shared stories of their family's journeys. The janitor, Mr. Tran, had worked nights for 15 years to put his daughter through medical school. She was now a neurologist. The night shift was hard at first, he admitted, but I found peace in the quiet. Sometimes what looks like bad luck is just life giving you space to notice what matters. When he continued his rounds, Ren felt strangely energized. She'd been so focused on her career that she'd forgotten to connect with strangers, to hear their stories. At 2 a.m., the unexpected happened. A maintenance worker arrived to fix a broken ticket machine. Station's technically closed, he informed her, but special trains are running tonight for track maintenance. One should be through in about 15 minutes. It can take you to Central. Ren could hardly believe her luck. Thank you, she said earnestly. You have no idea how much this helps. As she waited, she scribbled a note in the margins of her presentation. Remember to acknowledge the maintenance workers in your building. They see everything. When the train arrived, Ren boarded with a sense of accomplishment rather than relief. Her presentation was better than before. She'd made a connection with Mr. Tran. She'd discovered something important about herself, that she could find value in difficult situations. As dawn broke, Ren stood confidently before the company executives. Her night of unexpected isolation had transformed her outlook. She delivered her presentation flawlessly, with an authenticity that captivated the room. What's your secret? Her boss asked afterward. You seemed completely different up there. More? Present? Ren smiled, thinking of her grandmother. I learned that sometimes when things go wrong, they're actually going right, in ways we can't immediately see. The darkness just helps us notice our own light. Later that week, after receiving news of her promotion, Ren returned to the subway station with 2 cups of coffee. Mr. Tran was surprised to see her, but welcomed the company. I brought something for you, she said, handing him a small paper lantern she'd made. To thank you for reminding me that we're never really stranded when we can find connection. Even in empty places, the lantern wasn't much, just a simple craft. But when Mr. Tran smiled, Ren knew that her grandmother had been right all along. We can always choose to be our own light, and sometimes we can be light for others too. If you enjoyed the unexpected lantern, don't forget to like and subscribe for more heartwarming stories that shine light in unexpected places.